Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily English Podcast, your home for daily English practice. Today's episode is all about listening and shadowing, one of the best methods to improve your English speaking. Shadowing means repeating after a native speaker, copying their pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. We'll guide you through natural conversations and daily phrases, and your job is simple. First, listen carefully. Then, repeat aloud, as closely as possible. Are you ready? Let's begin. Morning routine. Listening and shadowing practice. For intermediate English learners, listen first, then repeat. Let's start with a simple, natural morning routine. Listen carefully to each sentence. After that, you'll repeat. We'll shadow together. Ready? Let's begin. Narrator. Slow, clear speech. Good morning. How are you today? It's a brand new day. Time to get out of bed. I usually wake up around 6:30 in the morning. The first thing I do is stretch and yawn. Then I check the time and get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom. I wash my face with cold water. It helps me wake up. Next, I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. Sometimes I take a quick shower. I feel fresh and clean. After that, I go back to my room and get dressed. Today, I'm wearing a white t-shirt and black jeans. I also put on some perfume. Now it's time for breakfast. I walk to the kitchen and make coffee. I love the smell of coffee in the morning. I eat a light breakfast, usually toast with butter and jam. Sometimes I eat eggs and drink orange juice. While eating, I listen to music or the news. Now your turn. Shadowing practice. Shadowing begins. Good morning. How are you today? It's a brand new day. Time to get out of bed. I usually wake up around 6:30 in the morning. The first thing I do is stretch and yawn. Then, I check the time and get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom. I wash my face with cold water. It helps me wake up. Next, I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. Sometimes I take a quick shower. I feel fresh and clean. After that, I go back to my room and get dressed. Today, I'm wearing a white t-shirt and black jeans. I also put on some perfume. Now it's time for breakfast. I walk to the kitchen and make coffee. I love the smell of coffee in the morning. I eat a light breakfast, usually toast with butter and jam. Sometimes I eat eggs and drink orange juice. While eating, I listen to music or the news. Great job! That was the first part of our listening and shadowing practice. Take a short break, drink some water, and get ready for part 2, where we'll go through phrases you can use at work or school.
Part 2. At school or work. Listening and shadowing practice. For intermediate English learners, improve fluency, speaking, and listening. Let's continue our practice with useful phrases and natural sentences that people use at school or work. Listen carefully first. Then, repeat with me in the shadowing section. Let's begin. I arrive at work around 8 a.m. First, I greet my coworkers. I usually say, "Good morning. How are you today?" Then, I turn on my computer and check my emails. I respond to important messages. Some emails are urgent, so I reply quickly. Next, I look at my to-do list. I write down the tasks I need to finish today. I try to stay organized and focused. At 10 a.m., I have a short team meeting. We talk about our progress and goals. I share my updates with my manager. Sometimes, we discuss new ideas and upcoming projects. After the meeting, I continue working on my tasks. Sometimes I write reports. Other times I make phone calls or attend video meetings. I always try to stay professional and polite. Around noon, I take a lunch break. I usually eat with my coworkers. We talk, laugh, and relax together. After lunch, I feel more energized and ready to continue. In the afternoon, I finish my main tasks. If I have questions, I ask my supervisor. Teamwork is very important in our office. At around 5 p.m., I shut down my computer and clean my desk. Then, I say, "Have a nice evening" to my coworkers and head home. Awesome work! You're improving your listening and speaking skills step by step. Next, in Part 3, we'll practice useful English phrases for shopping and talking to people in public. Part 3, Shopping and Talking in Public, Listening and Shadowing Practice. For intermediate English learners, improve fluency and everyday speaking. Now, let's practice everyday English used when shopping or speaking to people in public places, like stores, restaurants, or on the street. Listen carefully to the full sentences first. Then, repeat with me during the shadowing section to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Today, I'm going shopping for some clothes. I walk into the store and say, "Hi, do you have this in a medium size?" The shop assistant says, "Yes, let me check for you." A few moments later, she brings it. "Here you go," she says. "Thanks," I reply. Then I ask, "Can I try it on?" She points to the changing room and says, "Of course, it's right over there." I try it on. It fits well. I come out and say, "I'll take it." At the counter, I ask, "Do you accept credit cards?" The cashier says, "Yes, we do." I pay and say, "Thank you very much." The cashier replies, "You're welcome. Have a nice day." After shopping, I stop at a cafe. I walk up to the counter and say, "Hi, can I have a coffee and a sandwich, please?" The barista replies, "Sure, for here or to go?" "For here," I answer. She says, "That'll be $8." I pay and wait for my order. When it's ready, she calls my name. "Thank you," I say as I take my tray. Later, I ask someone for directions. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for the train station. The person replies, Sure, just go straight, then turn left at the traffic light. Thank you so much, I say. No problem. Have a great day. By listening carefully and repeating what you hear, you're training your brain to speak English more naturally and confidently. Shadowing helps improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and listening skills. Keep practicing a little every day. Even short sessions can make a big difference over time. Thanks for joining today's session. See you next time for more English practice.